Alpine Concept car in VR. Hello there everybody and welcome to OpenFed Gaming. You're listening to the OpenFed. Today we're driving a 2017 Alpine VGT. We're driving it in the Vision Gran Turismo trophy race and we're driving it at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza track. We're doing 5 laps and we started 16th of 16 cars with a rolling start. Now this is a special race, for me anyhow, as I really like this track and I really like this car too. There's a lot of things to like about this car. It handles great, it sticks to the track like you wouldn't believe, and it's got lots of power. That's a beautiful looking car. The only thing that I don't like is it doesn't have no rear view mirrors. Now the OpenFed's been accused in not paying attention to his rear view mirrors, which sounds kind of weird, me missing them now, because I've been trying to condition myself to keep an eye on the cars behind me. Now you can't do that in this car, plus your side vision is kind of cut off too, so we're gonna do the best we can. We've got 5 laps and the laps take a little while to do. There are several straight sections and a few corners like this one here where you have to kind of fight to get through them. But that's okay. We've got 15 cars we got to pass, 5 laps, 3 cars per lap, and I think we've already surpassed that. So we're just going to keep hammering down and keep going as fast as we can, because the ones in front, they're a little ways in front and they're going to get further away if we don't start putting a pedal to the metal. Now this is the first lap done, so 4 laps left to go, and I'm not quite sure, but I would imagine at least 10 more cars to pass. Now these cars, they're hard to pass in the straight sections, but the corners is where you catch up to them, because these guys tend to slow down quite a bit in the corners, and that's when you can zip by them. But it's not always going to be easy, because these guys get to the corners first, and if they zip out of them before you catch up to them, you're not going to get by them. So if you're going to try and catch them in the corner, you've got to be right behind them to try and catch them. Like this, not quite close enough, as you can see. The Porsche still got away on me, and trying to get them through those corners is just impossible. So you might as well just kind of hang back behind him and wait until another corner or a straight section to see if you can rip by him. You know, there's another straight coming up, I believe, right around this corner. But these cars can go as fast as my Alpine, the one I'm driving. The Alpine's got lots of power, but he can't always beat these guys on the straight sections. That's where we got to incorporate the corners. When you get to a corner, you get up close behind them, and then you zip by them as they slow down for the corner. Didn't happen there because I wasn't close enough behind them. These guys are really moving, and it's going to take a little bit of doing to win this race, if that's what we want to do. But it's going to take a little bit of work here. Now I'm kind of blocked in between, beside the Porsche and whatever this is in front of me. It looks like it might be another Alpine. But there again, going around the corner, they slow down, and you got enough grip on the track that you can pass them on the outside, and you're gone. Now that's 2 laps gone, so it's not going to take long before we're halfway through the race. And by my count, I'm not quite sure because I always lose count, but I think we're about 7 or 8 cars in. So I'm thinking we're running about the middle of the pack right now, but we're moving up. Now there's a little bit of space between us and the next guy, and a good bit of advice: when you can't see the guy next up in front of you, or if he's so far ahead of you that, like that, he's just too far ahead, use the full track width of the track to your advantage, so you don't have to slow down too much around these corners. Go far left, and then when you get to the corner, cut into the right, close by. Slow down a little bit, and then take the corner nice and wide as you're coming out. So that way you can keep your speed going, you don't lose too much speed, and then hopefully you can pass them when you get to a straight section like this. But like I've been saying, these guys are pretty fast. They got fairly even speed with the Alpine. But when it comes to the corners, I guess it's the driver, not the car. They just back off and slow right down. You can zip by it. That's another car behind you. Because the race itself keeps going, as we know, and when we get down to the end here and we take a turn to the right, that'll be the third lap gone already. So that's pretty quick with only 2 laps left to go, you know, and we're not sure how many cars left. So all we can do is just keep pushing it. Now, like I said, when we get to the straight sections, these guys are hard. These guys go as fast as I do. The only difference is they start slowing down a lot sooner before the corner than I do. So if you can keep your speed going a little bit longer, you'll get by them. Now, having gone by him, I see that there is a orangey, I think it's a Genesis, I'm not sure, car in front of us there. And I believe he's the lead car. But he's going to give us a lot of trouble because he's now, well, he's quite a ways ahead of us. And we're not halfway through the lap yet, so we still got some time. But if we can't catch up to him, we're going to have a tough time. Because these corners that he slows down for, he slows down and then he's gone again. And we got to try and catch him again. So it's going to be tough. And then even if when you do catch him like this, see, now we're at the straight section again. He takes off on me. I cannot catch up to him on the straights. Now we know there's a corner and a little S turn here up ahead. Maybe we can catch up to him here, but I know we're not going to be able to pass him. We're just going to catch up to him, so which is still going to keep us behind him, which is not where we want to be. We want to be ahead of him. See, as we try to pass him, and I got it floored, and there is no way you're going to get by him. However, this corner coming up here, heading off towards the grandstand, he slows down too much, and that's when we take him. As we come around the corner and get to the grandstand, we'll be finishing our 4th lap, and now we've only got 1 lap left to go. But here comes the problem. I tried to see if he was beside me because I have no idea where he is. I don't know if he is a second behind me or if he was beside me or if he's 2 or 3 seconds behind me. I have no idea. All I can do is keep pushing it as hard as I can because I do not have visual contact with my nearest competitor. So I gotta try and I know for a fact that he can pass me on straight sections like this if he's right behind me. So all I can do is just go as hard as I can, hope that I can keep him off my back, and hope that I can get across that finish line first. Boy, I tell you, there's a lot of tracks on this game that I like, but this is one of my favorites. This is definitely in the top 5. And this car, well, awesome to drive. You're going to have to give it a shot to find out what I'm talking about. Because when you're driving something like this in VR, it's amazing. Just amazing. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this race. I hope you enjoyed it half as much as I enjoyed racing it. And I hope to see you back here again real soon. You have a great rest of your day. You've been racing with the OpaFed.